Dunner, because my last name is Dunn, and I am Boston's grandpa. This is his grandma, and you know his dad and mom, and his mom made this beautiful book for me. And I'm going to show you some pictures out of here and talk about them. Okay? Now, what are grandpas and grandpas for? They're to spoil the grandkids, aren't they? And do things for the grandkids that they couldn't do for themselves, for their own kids. Here's the first picture I'm going to show you. Oh, see my dog? We got a new dog, too. Isn't that pretty, dog?
Hey, I have a dog.
Do you?
Oh, that's Hummer.
That's Hummer. But anyway,
I used to have a dog, but he
I like to name my things, and this is called Farmer Brown's Grandson's Garden. Now, it's got a reason behind it. Boston's great-great-grandfather was a farmer, and his name was Riley Brown. So Riley Brown was my grandpa, and so I named it Farmer Brown's Grandson's Garden. That's my garden. And there's my puppy. Now there's my garden, and you can see that there's a greenhouse and a shed behind there and an orchard for apples and stuff and pears. That's my garden, and they talk about raised beds. If anybody says they got raised beds, that's what I have. You can kind of tell because of the wood along the bottom. That's up off the ground then. And I put eco compost in there to make it really grow good. And you can see that the sunflowers are well above the fence line. The fence is 6 feet tall. That fence is as tall as me. And the sunflowers are way up there, aren't they? You see
I
them?
have really big sunflowers.
Yeah.
Are you trying to have water? I see a little water on there.
Yeah. And then,
Real water.
yeah, and right behind the little red white cart is tomatoes growing. See how far up the fence they've grown? They're probably up there 5 feet or so, aren't they? Okay, we'll go along a little further here. You can see the next picture I have. Oh, one of my favorites. Here is Grandpa in Boston in this one. Grandpa in Boston in front of the corn. You can see the corn's well above my head, isn't it? Way above my head. Okay? And by the way, I'm a diehard Red Sox fan. I wonder how Boston got his name. You know, Boston Red Sox? I don't know how he got his name. But anyway, and then here's another favorite of mine. This is his little brother, who's about 1.5 years old. He probably, oh, there he is, right there. Robert Baby Buggy Bumper. I like to say that to him. And here he is, and we named this field here Wrigley Field because the Chicago Cubs play there, the baseball team. And his dad, Boston's dad, is a Cub fan.
Hey.
Are you a Cub fan?
No. My Bobby used to play football.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, my friend Bobby.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go along a little further here, and we'll look at, see the tomatoes growing?
Oh, I love tomatoes.
Yeah, I love tomatoes.
Potatoes.
Oh, and here is Boston with his favorite smile. Oh, he's not smiling. He's not smiling. But anyway, oh, and that sign right there says Boston Garden. That's just there temporarily because I had to move it. But there he is, hiding in the corn. And you can see right here, this is a raised pea bed. Now that raised pea bed is not just, you know, a little ways off the ground. It is up to about right here. And it's about that wide. How in the world do I rototill that thing? Because, you know, gardeners, they have to rototill the soil to get it ready to plant in. Well, I'll show you how I do it. I like to invent things.
This is a grill. And then
The grill with a hole saw on the end of it, and it's churning up the dirt. Okay? You know, you could get your parents to look at this. All they'd have to go to is YouTube, because I have it on there, and tell them to go look for Dick Dunn's Raised pea bed. See this raised pea bed? That is this high. You know why it's this high?
Why?
Well, I can reach in there and pick the peas, and I don't have to bend over to get them. And you'll notice that they're growing up on this little, you can just barely see a little fence in there, a little mesh fence. And they're growing up on that. And here is the original Boston garden right here.
Boston garden.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I put that fence on my head so I can take it off like a bird.
Yeah, and see, it's growing carrots for him. And does he love carrots?
Yeah.
And we're picking, every time he comes out to see us, he's getting a carrot. See that carrot that he's getting?
Yeah. Whoa, that's huge.
Yeah.
Some of them have even 3 carrots growing on 1 carrot. It's
And
crazy.
there's another picture of him eating the carrots.
One day I saw a carrot as big as a beet.
Yeah.
On the
Well,
top.
I grew a radish, and I got a picture of it that grows that long. Woo!
Hey,
Daisy likes
radish.
But here's a couple more of my favorite ones. This is both the grandkids. That's what we live for. In Wrigley Field.
Wrigley
And look at it,
Field.
yeah, that's the little guy right there. That's his name's Wrigley.
Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but we didn't spell it with a W in front. Okay, another picture of Wrigley Field. Now I gotta show you
What did me fall
a picture
Richard.
of
What did me fall
Boston picking apples. And his grandma, you know what she did with them? She made applesauce for the little boys. Instead of using a ladder, I can put them in the back of my red pickup. And he's picking apples in my orchard. How about that?
Who was picking apples?
You like apples? Well, if you get a chance, you should come out and see my garden. Any questions? Got any questions?
Yeah!
You see these are corn seeds. They dye them red because that way they know that they're seeds, not just to eat. And they've probably treated those so that they won't have any diseases. And that's what I plant in the ground for those things. See them?
Did you use a shovel to do it?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
And then you get seeds like this for like the carrots and so forth.
Carrots!
Just his brother. That's his brother.
Okay, there we go.